Welcome back. We are going to dive into another stack of packs from the 91 NHL Pro Set Platinum cards. Let's go into this top left stack. See what treasures it may hold compared to the others. And up here we have our podium. And the best card we pull is going to go onto that podium until and if we find a better. At the end, the champion will reign. Here are our packs. When we find good cards, you'll hear the sounds. When we find bad cards, you'll hear them too. We're going to have some fun along the way, checking out values. And pretty much anything that we don't mention is going to be around a common card or $1 or so. And anything worthy, we will talk about that card and its value. So with that, let's dive in and see what we've got. First up is Derek King of the New York Islanders. We have Susan St. James, Celebrity Captain of the Hartford Whalers. Kevin Todd. Dan Quinn. There we go. Claude Vilgrain, Nelson Emerson, Brian Noonan, Stephen Leach, Ray Shepard, and we need somebody to take that first position on the podium. So fingers crossed we get one of our big names soon. And Peter Stastny as the last. All right, checking out pack number 2. Here we have the Campbell Conference. Craig Billington of the New Jersey Devils. I believe that was right before the Martin Brodeur era. Paul Cavallini. Joseph Peronic. We got Terry O'Reilly, Celebrity Captain. Jerke Lume. Claude Lapointe. And Eric Desjardins. Paul Eiserbert. He was on that really good Redwings team. We got Bob from the Kings. Action shot coming at you. Claude Lemieux, New Jersey Devils. And Ulf Dahlin of the North Stars. So nothing on the podium yet. 2 packs in. That's pretty quiet. I feel like we're due something. Something loud. All right, we got Bobby Smith. So if you see here, it says PC13. And that was a subset in this. There are 20 cards total, 1 through 10 in Series 1, and 11 through 20 in Series 2, which we have here. So it's pretty cool to pull that subset. And we got Brett Hull. Great player. Great card. Love that. I think it's worth maybe around $10 or $12 in a PSA 10, which is less than the grading fee itself, but nevertheless, cool player for sure. Artis Irbe. All right, so we're getting some good players here. Luciano Barato. We're still waiting for one of the big ones. Sergei Momesso. Stéphane Lebeau. Teppo Nieminen. Mike Donnelly. Jeff Sanderson. Steve Thomas. Steve Kurzoid of the Whalers. And Corey Millen. All right. Still quiet. I don't think we've ever gone 3 packs without having someone on the podium. So this one's going to be important. This is going to be our 4th pack. Are we going to get someone to take the position? Troy Murray of the Winnipeg Jets. Tony Amonte. All right, we got Larry King, Celebrity Captain. That's a cool card. Let's see if we can separate it without damaging anything. Hey, Larry, welcome to the show. Then we have Derek King. So we got Larry King next to Derek King. Is that a sign? Maybe we'll see the king of hockey, Wayne Gretzky, come soon. We'll find out. We're here for the whole show. Terry Korkner. That's cool. You got the black and white background, the color on the player. I like that. Corey Fossner. Kay Whitmore. Gary Roberts of the Flames. Garth Butcher. Neil Wilkinson of the Sharks. And Mark Bergevin of the Whalers. Wow. Still quiet. We are on pack number 5, literally the middle of the stack, turning the corner, and the podium is empty. This is a first. First in the history of the show. Is this the show? I don't know, but we will say it is because we got Ray Bork. All right, here we go. Fred Rogers, Celebrity Captain. This is what we've been looking for. So let's check this out here. Now I see something that is not great. Let's see if you see it. That bright white corner. So in a PSA 10, this is around $170 card, though obviously 10s are very hard to get, and this is one of the reasons why fresh out of the pack does not necessarily mean fresh. There can be issues. This one's got it, so you know what that means. Either way, we'll give Fred a sleeve. He's very deserving of it, and without a doubt, very deserving of our podium as well. So we're going to put him on there, and then we'll continue on with the next ones. So there you go, Fred. Welcome. Finally, we've got someone 5 packs in. Next, we've got Alexander from the Calgary Flames. And we got Jim Peck of the Penguins. Greg Pazlowski of the Nordiques. Kevin Miller, Redwings. Stu Barnes of the Jets. The Winnipeg Jets. And let's see. We'll cruise through a few of these. And let me know if you like, every name kind of being read, or if you just want to bop through card by card and only stop on the ones that are of collector value in terms of the market, even though the players themselves are awesome. And so let me know. Let me know what you think. But for now, I'll kind of do a blend and just kind of freestyle as we're talking. All right, that was pack number 5. We got Mr. Rogers. A dinged up Mr. Rogers, though. Not every card is going to make it. But we're doing all right. So we got Al McInnes here in the next pack. Gary Galley. I'm really looking. Let's get a Gretzky. Let's get a, I think a Fedorov too could be cool. That's a good shot. Whoa, check that out. If you think it may happen. There's our Fedorov, literally 2 cards away from when we mentioned it. Very awesome. Let's gently separate him from the pack, or the other cards. And there we go. So this card in a PSA 10 is going to be around a $30 card. So might have some worth in doing that. Maybe on a grading deal or something like that, where if it does come back in a good amount, it'd be worth the time and effort to kind of to grade it. So there we go. Fedorov, does he beat out Mr. Rogers? I don't think so. Mr. Rogers is pretty amazing. Vladimir Konstantinov, that's a cool card there. Also the Redwings. Randy Hillier. It's that black and white background. It's pretty cool. Mike Keane. Larry Murphy. John Cullen. And Doug Waite. All right. This card in a 10 is worth around $25. So let's give him the bell. And maybe we need like a stronger bell. I feel like for hockey players, we can't just give him that little ding. It needs more of like a dong, like a real deep dong or something. So we'll see. But for right now, we'll kind of go with what we've got. And that is going to be Doug Waite. Does he beat Mr. Rogers? If Fedorov didn't, I don't know if Doug Waite does. Both good players, but Mr. Rogers is among the best. So we'll move on to Konstantinov. And lastly, we have Mike Howe. A few packs left. Let's see what we've got coming up. We had a quiet start. Maybe everything is lurking down here in the bottom of the stack. But only time will tell. Steve Larmer of the Blackhawks. Brent Ashton of the Bruins. Dave Manson of the Oilers. John LeClaire of the Canadiens. Well, that's cool. Another one of the black and white backgrounds. Ron Sutter of the Blues. There you go. Another black and white background. Back-to-back black and white backgrounds. What do you know? Randy Wood. Jeff Bukaboom, New York Rangers. He's making it happen. Alexei Gusarov of the Nordiques. Brian Bradley of the Maple Leafs. And, nope, I always think the last card's 1, but it's always 2. Murray Craven and Bernie Nichols. Just a few to go. So what would you want to see? Some of the big ones are going to be Gretzky, maybe a Karate Kid, maybe a Dominic Hasek. Let's see, Peter Zezel. Let's see who's on the front. They're all literally stuck. Like this is all one big thick card right now. So I'll try to very gently separate them. Hopefully something good is inside and worth being gentle with them. Bob Cessna, Winnipeg Jets. That's a cool goalie shot. And Burton Cummings, celebrity captain of the Winnipeg Jets. That's a nice duo, one after the other. put him into our captain pile. And we'll keep on cruising. Adam Foote of the Quebec Nordiques. Bob Carpenter. Ron Francis. Brian Proff. Pat LaFontaine. And Sergei Nemchinov. All right, another quiet pack. This has been a quiet stack overall. Maybe something big is lurking here, or maybe not. Maybe this is just the fate of the stack. We will see. We got Pat Falloon on the bottom, and again, just a big old stuck together lot right now, but we'll excavate. Mike Richter. I feel like something big might be in this one. Something big. Marv Albert, Celebrity Captain. That's a cool card. We got Jacques Cloutier. There we go. We got a Pavel Bure card. That's what we were looking for. Something big. We got big. In a PSA 10, he's going to be worth around, $30-some. So when I say big and we're opening up these older, 90s cards, it's all relative, right? So, but in the relative scale, this is pretty big. So we got him. I think we're doing well. And let's see what else we've got going on here for this stack. Does he beat out Mr. Rogers? You know what? Because Mr. Rogers had that dented corner. I think Bure is going to be our guy. And we're almost at the end of the pack. What a close race. Can anybody overtake Pavel? Russ Romanek. Tom Fergus. Donald Audette. Adam Graves. Marty McSorley. And we got a Brian Trottier card. All right. This one in a PSA 10 is worth around $20. So definitely worth sleeving. So we got two good ones in that pack at the end of the stack. And we have one left, although I think you could see it already. Though if you're not, I'll cover it here. And we can slowly reveal that card as this one comes out. And it's going to be Darian Hatcher as our last card. So let's take a look what we got. We have the Trottier, we have Mr. Rogers, and we've got Doug Waite. We got Sergei Fedorov and our Pavel Bure card here. So I think pretty good collection. And let's see, this will go. There we go. We can actually see it. So yeah, there's our pull from this stack. Not as populous as others. We've gotten huge ones before, but that's just the way it goes. I think we did well. So hope you learned something. Hope you had fun. And there you have it. Until next time.